There are three kinds of camps: the death camp, workers' camp, and concentration camp. You never assume that something like this is going to happen. You wished it would not happen, but it's happening. My God, I'm 83 years old. It's hard to believe that all that time's passed already. My mother and father experienced the earthquake in Tokyo back in 1920s. They came over here because the economy in Japan was so devastated that they came directly to San Francisco. It was very pleasant to be in San Francisco at that time. I didn't have a worry in the world. I used to go up and down the streets on my scooter. The Caucasian community did not like the fact that the Japanese were starting to be more successful than they wanted them to be. This is all happening before the war. And so when the war came, then it was an immediate feeling of, well, really, let's get them out now. And once the war broke out, then it just, all the hate came out. We spent 2.5 years behind barbed wire. The fact that anytime your freedom's taken away and your privacy's taken away, you're under armed guard and being told what to do, when to do it, how to do it. It's a concentration camp. So we were all put into trains. The trains had armed servicemen in each end of the car so that then we wouldn't escape. What they said in the beginning was the U.S. government is going to protect you from being hurt, so we'll put you under armed guard. But the reality was that the guns were not focused to outside the camp, they were focused into the camp. It didn't matter if you were an American citizen or not. You were incarcerated. You do what you're told, when to do it and how to do it, and the choices were gone. When you're put in the camp and you're told to pack all you can carry, you don't know how much to take, you don't know how long you're going to be gone. You're not given all this information. It could be that all hope is gone. If you look at the locations of all 10 of the camps, you'll find that they were put on lands that nobody really wanted. They wanted to have a secure place where if you were to try to escape, you would have trouble in surviving. And when you go to the toilet area, all the toilets are lined up. At that point, you realize your privacy is taken away from you. All the shower heads are lined up against the wall. There's no doors are locks. If you wanted any kind of privacy, you had to generate your own mentally. This older woman that was in her 60s at that time put a bag over their head so that then they could be seen, but she couldn't see out. So that was her level of privacy. It was a very inner experience, of course. The next thing that happens after you go into the service is you have several people getting killed in action. And so then we're having funerals inside the camp. So that's the irony of the whole thing is you're going through a upheaval and it's being done to your family again. How can you rationalize people being put into the service when your freedom's been taken away from you? How could that have happened? How can you do that to your own people? And the only difference was that we looked different. This is the best country in the world, and there's a lot of blemishes that the United States has in its system. I think they made a significant mistake. They admitted their mistake. They found evidence of their mistake, and unfortunately, they're still making mistakes.
This is an invasion, and nobody's even questioning that. But how do you stop these people? You can't. There's no... That's only in the Panhandle you can get away with that statement.
In a statement, ICE said they prioritize the arrests and removal of unlawfully present aliens who pose a threat to national security and public safety.
Build that wall! Build that wall! Build that wall!
My dad was detained in front of me on my way to school. My dad has lived here more than he has lived in Mexico. I want to go to college so I can go to law school, and I know I can finish it, but I need my coach there. I need my dad.
Turn me around, keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up to freedom.
The dehumanizing process is so significant. It's going to be very tragic in the future if we continue on this road.